Hello, my name is Hunter Chetri. I'm a student researcher in the Health, Engineering Science, and Entrepreneurship program at McMaster University, being supervised by Dr. Kenneth Owen. When I started on my research journey in IBEHS 5015, I wanted to learn more about how we can make public transportation in Canada more accessible for the visually impaired. For the roughly 500,000 Canadians who live with some form of visual impairment, walking to a terminal, boarding a bus or train, finding a seat, figuring out where to get off at the next stop can all be stress-inducing, frustrating, and demoralizing experiences. Without access to a driver's license and relying on public transportation to get around, those who are blind or partially sighted face social isolation, fewer job opportunities, and poorer health outcomes. And with an aging population, the proportion of Canadians who live with this reality on a daily basis will only increase. Clearly, something needs to be done to better understand the experiences of these individuals and how to best serve their unique needs. After conducting a thorough review of the literature surrounding accessibility, we found several worrying global trends. Barriers exist at all stages of the journey, and it is insufficient to focus only on the vehicle or on the surrounding infrastructure for solutions. Barriers also go beyond the physical. Rude interactions and poor communication with transportation staff often have the greatest impact on willingness to use public transportation. While many experts in the field of transportation accessibility are focused primarily on physical barriers, it is these non-physical barriers that are often the greatest obstacle faced by users. Finally, the problem of accessible public transportation is multifaceted and complex, and there is no one-size-fits-all solution. While the application of universal design principles has been successful in creating more accessible transportation networks, they have not solved the underlying problems of poor staff training, social stigma, and the need to account for a broad spectrum of visual impairments. From here, what we wanted to know was, do these problems exist in Canada as well? Working in conjunction with the Canadian National Institute for the Blind, we've created a quantitative survey that will help us to understand how the visually impaired interact with and experience public transportation in Canada. Our focus is on identifying the most important and most impactful barriers and to make recommendations to urban planners and policymakers that will help the CNIB to target these barriers through various initiatives. We plan to roll out this survey nationwide, targeting medium to large Canadian cities in the next few months. In time, I hope my research will be able to contribute towards a future where equitable public transportation is a reality for all Canadians and where the visually impaired can live more independent and more fulfilled lives. Thank you.